Hi everyone, I'm Jesrina. I'm the founder and CEO of PurelyB.
Tell us briefly as what PurelyB does.
So PurelyB is Malaysia and Asia's leading health and wellness digital lifestyle brand and community platform. So our mission is to make it easy, affordable, and accessible for everyone to lead sustainable, healthy lifestyles. So we provide digital content education across nutrition, fitness, mindfulness, and wellness. So you can improve your daily lifestyle habits, as well as creating our own line of traditional Asian health food products, all based on traditional Asian herbs and remedies that have been passed on from generations to generation. And we work with traditional healers, herbalists, and medical scientists to bring these ancient Asian wellness traditions and remedies to the modern generation in an accessible, appealing, and affordable way. And a big part of our company is also our social impact. So we employ marginalized communities, and for us, it's really about creating as many jobs as we can for marginalized women and communities in the creation of our products, harvesting of our products, and in preserving our herbal culture in Asia.
How did it pivot or change in the wake of COVID-19 when the first MCO hit?
So when the first MCO hit, our key monetization channel are our products. And we were actually waiting for the next batch of stock to come in. And when I say products, our Pegaga by PurelyB, which is our signature product, is the most high in demand. And the next batch was supposed to come in, but MCO hit. And so the factories, the logistics companies, the suppliers all had to stop operations. And on the upside, however, demand skyrocketed. People were more health conscious. So that actually was one of the good things that came out of the whole last year, that people are now more mindful about taking care of their health. So everyone is trying to buy products. They knew Pegaga by PurelyB helped to boost their immunity and so on. And we sold out very fast, like in the very early stage of MCO. But it's a key monetization channel. We can't stop selling. So, but we don't even know when the factories are going to open. So one of the key things that we had to figure out, so how are we going to do this? So what we did was we did a pre-order with a delivery date that was unconfirmed. We basically said, you may get your product in 3 months, but it depends on when MCO is uplifted. And if you don't, then you're entitled to a full refund. Like for us, we can't expect them to wait any more than 3 months. And what we did as well was that we reduced the price because we could see people were really financially impacted. People lost their jobs and so on. But we wanted them to be able to improve their health. Now everyone needed a fighting chance against the disease. So we made it 40% off. And basically free delivery and all of that, trying to make it as accessible to everyone because you have to wait 3 months. And that actually did not affect our sales. It didn't slow down sales. It just continued going up and up. So what we realized was that people just wanted as much health solutions as they could get. So that helped our business a lot. And really, that was the first thing that impacted us. And of course, what more can we do to give back? Because a lot of people are being affected. So we donated money, 10 ringgit from every sale, to the COVID relief fund of Mercy Malaysia, on top of our normal social impact activities. So that was one of the key things. And what that allowed us to do was also relook at our product cycle and development cycle and operating cycle and how to fine tune it to make it more efficient and lean it out as much as possible. And in doing so, we were able to launch more products last year pretty fast. And by end of last year, we launched 5 new products, and we don't launch that many products. If you go to our site, last year was like our biggest year in terms of product expansion. So it actually allowed us to do that. And one of the key, I would say, pivots in a sense would be nutrition to self-care. So we were always very focused on nutrition, which is still important, but self-care became like the overarching focus. Everyone was dealing with mental issues, emotional issues, and it just put a lot of people in a very unexpected situation that didn't know how to deal. And so a lot of the health issues was caused because of stress, anxiety, depression, rather than lack of vitamins and things like that. So we basically then launched a self-care kit and created more content and all our offerings to be tailored around self-care. So that was another aspect of it. And a key part of it is we also looked at what can we do to help more people now? Because you almost feel a bit helpless. You can see people losing their jobs and they're looking for other income opportunities. Then the new normal doesn't allow them to earn money the way that they're used to. So I looked at ways that how can we create jobs and commercialization. So we created and launched Empowerment Agents program, where we would provide digital marketing, sales and marketing training for anyone for free. And if they didn't have a product that they wanted to sell, then they could sell PurelyB products at zero cost, and they just earn money of every sale, everything online. So they didn't even have to step out of their house. But we also did on-ground training for that for a lot of marginalized communities once MCO was lifted, because of organizations who wanted it. So it allowed us to extend our social impact as well in a way that we wouldn't have thought of doing it that way if it weren't for COVID. Yeah, oh, and one last thing was digital content. I think what you would have noticed was that digital content was something that people started consuming a lot during MCO. People were paying for online content when they don't normally pay for online content subscriptions and things like that, because they had no choice, like even online yoga classes and all of that. So we actually had online health programs that we didn't sell for a while. We sort of just kept it aside because we knew that Asians weren't ready to pay for content. But once MCO hit and everyone's habits change, we relaunched those health programs together and packaged together with our PurelyB health food products. So in the self-care kit, in our holistic care package, we have different packages, but always included digital health programs, which is like having a virtual health coach guiding you on what to do across diet, mindfulness, and so on, together with a physical product. So these were all the things that came out of MCO hitting last year.
After everything that has happened in 2020, and as we enter the new year and all, what is your definition of resilience?
Well, 2020 was definitely a year of the most unexpected, unforeseen circumstances. For me, I believe that resilience is just being unstoppable, not because you don't have failures and doubts. You have plenty of it, but you continued on and you drove on despite of it. So just having the strength, the courage, and the faith to keep going and overcome the unexpected, unforeseen circumstances, no matter how far you fall, to me is true resilience, because we all fell to some degree in 2020. Like nobody just stayed on top the entire time. But what do we do about it? So that to me is really, I think last year, everyone showed to some degree a form of resilience.